Good morning, ABJ. I'm Juliana, and today's Thursday, December 5th, Day A.
Hey ABJ, I'm Nashawn. Our Advent prayers this year are centered on trusting in God's plan. This week, the first purple candle represents hope. Here's one staff member's story of trusting in God's plan to bring her hope.
Hey ABJ, Miss Victor here. I am going to share a story from another staff member just about a time that their faith helped lead them through hope. They didn't want to share it. They wanted to remain anonymous, so I'm doing it on their behalf. I come from a family of 3 girls where my father was a support. He was my bedtime story reader and my friend. He was our everything. I lost my dad when I was in my second year of university. In September, he was diagnosed with a severe illness, and in 3 months, he died. My sisters and I weren't aware how serious it was. I left home for my winter exam period at the university in the middle of December without saying goodbye to my dad as he wasn't home that day. We had our hardest test ever on the 25th of December, and the professor was strict. Can you imagine my horror when I was called as the first student to take the test? At the end of it, my professor told me that my dad had died 2 nights prior to that. My mom came to the office and asked them to tell me about the passing away of my favorite person in the entire world. After my exam, I was told about the death of my father by a complete stranger. I began to argue with him, saying that my grandma was 94. She spent the last 5 years in her bed without leaving, but the professor wasn't sure what to say, so he asked the office for confirmation, and it was my dad, and I don't remember anything after that because I fainted. I couldn't get over it for a long time, and I blamed everyone for what happened. The emergency services didn't come on time, or the doctors didn't do their job. I blamed my mom, who didn't find enough courage to tell me by herself, and right after it happened. God, who also took my dad so unexpectedly and so early from us, I also blamed. For a while, I stopped praying because I was angry. For the whole year, I would wake up at 3:40 a.m., which was the recorded time of my dad's death, crying. Ironically, I had a roommate for 5 years who hated her dad because he was a drunkard and often hurt her. She couldn't understand me. Oh my gosh, she prayed a lot, asking God to show her the reason to love him. You know, when she gave birth to her first son, her father became the best caring grandfather ever and stopped drinking. Sometimes our prayers don't work immediately, but they do work. After talking to a spiritual director, I was convinced to pray for my dad as he might need my help in my prayers. During one meeting with him, when I was again blaming the whole world, his answer was unexpected, and he said, "You need to stop being so selfish. You're sad and angry because you care about yourself more than anyone else in this world. You can't accept his death as you know that you lost someone who took care of you. Your father is in God's hands. He's full of joy and he doesn't feel any more pain. Would you rather want to see him suffering, but still here? There are so many people around you that need help, but you only see your own wants and needs. It's time to become a giver and not a taker." It seems cruel, but it helped me realize the truth of our life. We came into this world to help each other, to care for people around us, and show them the way to God. No one is accidentally in our life. It's all a part of God's plan. The staff member started working at orphanages after this and worked with a group called Faith and Light and was working with children who had Down syndrome and basically spent all of their free time there after they finished university. This Christmas will be 25 years since their father passed away. She said, the anguish is still the same, but the perspective is different. Caring and helping others, we grow in our faith. So today, she asks that we take a second, look around, and ask ourselves a question. What can we do for our friends, for our parents, our teachers, or even just the person sitting right beside you at the moment to make them feel better?
Thanks, Miss Victor. Today is Santa versus Grinch. Huge thanks to everyone who decided to participate and make the weeks leading up to Christmas feel more special. For next Monday, we're going to be looking for anyone with the best candy cane-inspired outfit. But now, let's cut to Atticus with the weather.
Hi, ABJ. I'm Atticus, your weatherman today. And today for the weather, we're going to have a high of +5 and a low of 0. Right now it's +2. Christmas is coming soon this year's December, so just warm because we have 2 more weeks of Christmas, and Santa is going to bring joy to the world. And so, that's all, folks.
Thanks, Atticus. Today, happening at the school, in case you haven't already noticed, the Junior Jordan Jam basketball tournament will be running today and tomorrow at ABJ. Teachers can sign up to bring your classes to watch the games. Remember to be a good fan and cheer for the teams, but please do not walk on the court. If you can't get a spot, you can also live stream the games in your classrooms. We will also be selling pizza after school, so see you in the gym and support our junior teams.
And I'm sure we're all aware that exams are quickly approaching. Make sure to check out the ABJ exam calendar to see when and where your exams are happening.
Gift a candy cane graham to someone sweet. Sales happening today at lunch, and all funds raised support the Lorena Shelter.
And OLPH is collecting donations again for Christmas hampers for Sacred Heart Parish in Edmonton. And they need assistance with their reverse collection. Make sure to ask your second block teachers about what your family needs.
Remind to the grads, your goal books are due in just 7 days or a week. Make sure to complete them and turn them in. Final day for submission is December 13th. Students must complete the goal book as assigned through the Google Classroom using the code below. Also, Harry said, "Let me be shepherded," and delivered like a Christmas mass. Congrats to finding Stephen yesterday. Stay tuned on Monday to find out who found Stephen today.
And for clubs today, we have Horticulture Club in room 231, Video Game Club in the Student Lounge, Music Club in room 184, and the Fitness Center is open for working out and fitness testing. But now let's cut to Danny with CAF.
Hello ABJ, today we have protein for $6.50 and we have fries for $5 and we have hot dogs also for $5. Back to the studio, guys.
Thanks, Danny.
That's all we got, ABJ. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Bye-bye.